This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Tonight, many unanswered questions into what led to a deadly shooting overnight in Clay County. But we do know is this man, Ricky Darrell Wagers, is behind bars charged with murder. Sheriff Patrick Robinson says he killed Eddie Spurlock following an argument, but he did not elaborate on what that disagreement might have been over. WYMT's Will Puckett talked to people who are worried in the Big Creek community.
A usual Sunday night at church in Big Creek turned into a frightened community.
Just lost, devastated. Is there anything I could have done to maybe prevent the action?
Not wanting to go on camera, this man came out of church when he found out one of his fellow community members died when police say an altercation went south.
Man, bad things going on. It just makes it's heartache, you know. It's terrible.
Police say this man, Ricky Darrell Wagers, used a shotgun to kill Eddie Spurlock in his home.
I got confidence in my officers that they will work the case professionally and justice will be served.
Taking office in January, Sheriff Patrick Robinson knows the eyes of the county are on him and his deputies.
Shotgun is usually rare because they're big weapons and they usually are not packed around too easily.
While the law is sorting through details, this community is left to find some of their own.
It's disgusting. I don't know the words to say, but it's terrible.
While praying for the family who is left searching for peace. In Clay County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
We have reached out to the Clay County Detention Center to request an interview with Wagers. They have not returned our calls. A couple was arrested for having children in unlivable conditions at a home in Laurel County. Police arrested 33-year-old Elizabeth Spencer and 37-year-old Jeffrey Spencer at a home on Boardwalk Circle. As they entered the home, officers found a roach infestation, spoiled food, and no running water in the bathroom.
They're just totally unlivable conditions for adults and especially for children, and children did live there as well.
Both were charged with criminal abuse and taken to the Laurel County Detention Center. Also in Laurel County, deputies need your help finding a man they believe took money from a store. Here he is. Take a close look. Deputies tell us he walked behind the counter at Corner Market, grabbed the money, and took off. If you recognize him, you can call 606-864-6600. In Pike County, police need your help finding another thief. Look at this picture. Notice something missing? Someone stole the tires right off the trucks. Now the search is on for the person responsible. WYMT's Emily Bennett is working on this for 11, and she joins us now live with a preview. Emily?
Workers here at Tim Short and the Line X said they were shocked when they walked out back and saw this. 5 vehicles sitting on chopped up poles missing their tires. The theft happened sometime between Saturday night and this morning. The vehicles included 3 Toyota, a Chevy truck, and a Jeep Grand Cherokee. They had just been moved behind the lot Friday evening. Sales manager Jason Weffenstadt says this was something that had to have been planned. He said it would have taken hours to take 20 tires. He's estimating everything stolen is worth more than $10,000.
Imagine changing a tire on the side of the road, how long that takes. Now, times 5 different vehicles out here that you've got to take everything off. You've got to jack them up. You've got to put, you've got to put the blocks underneath it, set it back down, get the wheels and tires off of it, load them up.
Now, security camera footage has been turned over to Kentucky State Police. An investigation is on the way. Now, there is a cash reward also being offered. In Pike County, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Emily, thank you, and more on this tonight at 11. This morning, attorneys filed a new class action lawsuit on behalf of former Eric C. Kahn clients who have yet to receive their benefits again. Earlier this summer, hundreds of those clients got their benefits back, but as of today, we are told about 400 to 500 remain in limbo. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf said the new class action is for people who could not keep their benefits. The case against a Clay County mom charged in the hot water challenge is now headed to a grand jury. Angela Guth was in court today for a preliminary hearing. Police say she did nothing to help a boy severely burned after her son poured hot water on him. Guth is charged with criminal abuse and wanton endangerment. Last month, the mother of the boy said Guth's attorney said his client wanted to apologize for the incident.
And it's been a gloomy day here on the first day of fall, but at least it's feeling, well, a little bit like fall out there. We'll go ahead and take you to a few of those cameras first. You're looking along Interstate 64 into Moorhead, dealing with those gloomy conditions and a little bit of sunshine now starting to peek through. So they're going to start to warm up here. And as we look outside the front porch here at WYMT, still dealing with those gloomy skies and a little bit of those wet roadways as well. Satellite and radar shows those gloomy conditions and a little bit of those rainy conditions as well. We saw a few showers move in today, mostly just scattered showers, and that's due to the cold front continuing to move through the mountains. Harlan County still getting in a good soaker right now, but the rest of us are starting to dry out, and sadly that looks to continue as we head into the overnight hours and sadly into the work week as well. So Moorhead, you can see warming up as we just saw a little bit of sunshine over there, but for the rest of us still dealing with a lot of that cloud cover, the lower 70s, even some spots into the upper 60s. Now those rain chances over the next couple of days, well, they're not a lot. I think we see a lot like we saw today, some more rain as we head into your Thursday, maybe into the end of the work week as well. Another big story are those temperatures looking like we warm up by the weekend. I'll have that and more coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Paige. A young man and popular athlete at a Central Kentucky college died suddenly over the weekend. Police say they are investigating the death of 22-year-old Landon Bond, but his family in Laurel County says Bond recently had to leave college because of health reasons. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to Bond's father about the incredible loss they are feeling.
And he just took to running.
Landon Bond found an outlet in the simple act of running a race.
Running was a way that gave him an escape, an acceptance, a way for his competitive nature to come out.
But the 22-year-old has run his last race. His course is finished. His father says something happened late Saturday night at a friend's house while playing video games.
And at some point during the night, Landon suffered an emergency that an ambulance had to be called. We really don't know anything beyond that.
He later died at a London hospital. Landon Bond decided to sit out this coming semester to put his senior year on hold here at Berea College after he became sick. And he was even more concerned when a trip to the doctor's office noticed some irregularities to his heart. Whether that had something to do with his death is not clear, as autopsy results are pending.
It's hard to sum up your son, but he's a wonderful young man, very gentle, loved to debate, loved the underdog, and he loved to run.
His family is suffering through this incredible loss, but his father says they are getting a lot of strength through it.
My faith sustains me. I serve a God that made provision for those that mourn.
Funeral arrangements are pending at Lake's Funeral Home in Jackson County. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Landon Bond's father says they are hoping to establish a memorial scholarship fund to help cross-country runners who want to go to college. Tonight, friends and family begin saying goodbye to a Magoffin County teen killed last week in a crash. The visitation for Lindsay Trusty started at 5 this evening. Her funeral is at 11 o'clock tomorrow. All services are at Salyersville Funeral Home. Trusty was only 18 years old. A hazmat scare today in Martin County. Officials were forced to close the government center when a strong chemical odor filled the air. One woman even went to the hospital as a result. County officials say this is not the first time it's happened. Crews spent much of the day trying to determine where it originated. They found nothing of concern, though, saying it might be fumes from a storage closet. However, some employees believe it's an issue with the heating and cooling system.
That's what it seemed like. It was coming out of air conditioning. As far as I know, they've shut the courthouse down until they figure out what's causing it.
The exact cause is still unknown. The sheriff tells us the building will be open tomorrow. A southern Kentucky town may soon have more restrictions on vaping. A special council meeting is underway right now in Williamsburg. The council is expected to pass an ordinance that would add vaping to the city's indoor smoking ban. The Williamsburg decision comes as the school district is dealing with teen vaping. Officials with the American Heart Association held an interactive class in Pike County today. This is part of the company's East Coast tour. The classes taught people how to perform hands-only CPR. Officials say one of the biggest problems people have is a fear of hurting the patient.
We get a lot of people coming to us saying, oh my God, I'm so afraid because I thought I would break a rib or I might hurt them. I'm like, the thing that you don't know is if their heart stopped, they're dead.
Yes.
Without your help, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
With your help, there's a potential for them to come back.
The first 250 participants received a free hands-only CPR training kit. The tour partnered with Anthem Foundation Plus. Local healthcare providers set up tents for more health information. It is a big day for coffee lovers in Hazard. Today is the grand opening of Starbucks in the Hazard Food City. The new store serves coffee and food items. Customers got in line early this morning to place their first order at the new location. Before the opening today in Hazard, the nearest Starbucks locations were in London and Pikeville. The store is open 7 days a week.
And the gloomy conditions continue as we head into the rest of those evening hours as that cold front moves through, which means a little bit more cooler temperatures on your Tuesday, but the heat and humidity return pretty quickly. I'll have that and more coming up in just a few short minutes.
But first, there's a new program to help Pike County students excel. We'll tell you why officials say this will help the entire region.